So pumped for analysis. Analysis. Everybody gather around. Uncle Kevin's got a serve story to tell.
Uncle Kevin. Just going over Djokovic's serve, looking at the key positions. You know, I like to always start off with, well, it's kind of hard to tell there, but good balance when he starts. Very good posture. And then I think this is something that you see a lot of different pros, how they get to the trophy position. I mean, you have different pros like Andy Roddick that takes it straight up, Djokovic that has a little bit more of a swing. So, but the position we're looking for here is the trophy position. Right before he's about to get set up to go and hit the ball. And we really want to see, the areas I'm looking at is how his chest is open, and then the position of the racket, and this transition is really important. Okay. You can really see how the chest is opening up, and look at the edge of the racket, how he's getting to what I call almost a pulling position. He's going to pull the racket up into contact. Extension, contact, jumping into the court. So let's look at your serve. So pretty good start. And this is where you have the abbreviated motion up and you're going to the trophy position. Now the key areas that we want to focus on is look at your chest. Comparison. And this can be a function of how much he's tilting forward, how much he's using his hips to go forward. And then what we're going to focus on here with you is this position. If you notice when the racket comes down, getting you to achieve more of this position so you can pull the racket more. Because if you look at the length in which he can pull the racket compared to yours, look at that length where you're about to pull your racket up is from here, here to the ball. His length, catch it right when he's about to pull up right there. Big difference in how much speed he's going to generate. So the two positions we want to work on, the primary thing we want to focus on is the swing. Getting that swing where it gets that nice loop where you can get to this pulling position and have a little bit more leverage when pulling the racket up. It's almost, it's not even there where the butt of the racket, I look at where that butt of the racket's going up. Let's set you up in a trophy pose and just take it step by step. First progression is going from here, and all we want to do is in that relaxed position is just let the racket drop where the butt of the racket is going to be facing up, okay? Let's go over that a couple more times and let's see if we can get a video of that and compare it to, do it again. I'm going to help you this time. Go. Okay. Just that relaxation.
That high?
Oh, sorry, I'm just trying to make sure the racket comes, because I don't want the racket coming here.
Yeah.
I want it coming here. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the racket up. And from there, good? Like that. Okay. If you want to, turn a little bit more on your hip. Good. Now go forward and do everything slow. So pull the racket around. Yes. Okay. Good. And then just let's work on that simple progression there of getting the racket into this position, turn, and smooth. Not even worrying about contact or anything. Okay. It's your last couple.
Good foot kick.
Good turn. Good range of motion. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, I think it looks a lot better.
Good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has nothing to do with your like your range of motion.
My joint laxity.
Right. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly what I was looking for. Yeah, it has nothing to do with that. I think Kevin's focus on tension is really critical. As soon as this becomes tight, tense. There's zero chance you're going to reach what you're capable of with your shoulder.
But, yeah.
What a lot of players and coaches think the racket drop is bending at the elbow, which gets you range of motion, but doesn't actually load the shoulder. And you're starting to do that a little bit, and so the racket's staying, to your point, very close to your body as you bend your elbow. If you look at Novak,
I'm starting to do what?
you're starting to rely too much on your elbow to achieve the drop as opposed to your shoulder.
Okay.
Like Novak here is at like 90 degrees between his bicep and his forearm. So he's not getting all that drop from going like this. It's from his shoulder laying back. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so the racket actually should stay pretty far away from your body and not come in. Like the whole idea of like a back scratch position is I'm not generally a fan of, because it promotes closeness to the body where it actually should be out away from the body. Show me your trophy pose and I'll just guide you through it. So as you turn your body forwards, it should be more here. You see the space now between your elbow and your body? You were doing this.
Yeah.
Yep. Good job. A couple more reps like that. Combining you lost a little bit of it there. Combining the turn with range of motion. Nice job, nice job. Yep. So as you start to come up from this position, and you've watched enough videos, like you're very familiar with this, the on edge position. If this is held properly, it creates a bunch of stored energy, and the whole idea is to release it into contact. So this rotational release, if done correctly, that momentum wants to continue on out to the right.
Okay.
Does that make sense what I just said? So if we start on edge, hold it, and then at the last second, turn the strings to face the ball at contact, that rotation of your forearm and your shoulder wants to keep going out to the right. So here's, just as an example, on that Novak serve we've been looking at. So here's that position we were talking about. And this is like hundredths, probably thousandths of a second before contact. So it's starting to open. This is shoulder and forearm rotation. And then it keeps going that way because that's just it would take tremendous effort to keep that energy from continuing out to the right. And then he comes across to his left side. Okay, so I'm going to give you a ball, and you're going to work through a 3-swing sequence. On the first 2, you're just going to move through at a smooth, fluid speed, just like the last couple that you've done. And then after the second one, you're going to toss. But I want you to put your toss like someplace where you couldn't possibly hit the ball, and go through the full motion. Make sense?
Yeah.
The ball should not be anywhere close to hittable.
Okay, so I'm just holding at the first one.
For the first 2. Yeah, two practice ones.
That ball didn't bounce at all.
Good. Nice job, man. Nice job. Do it again. Any idea why we're doing this?
Yeah, just to break my old associations with the ball and see if just the distraction of it.
Yeah, the ball is a trigger
Yeah.
for our unconscious habit. So yeah, I like this as a stepping stone. Show her the last shadow swing first, just so we can compare technique.
You mean this one?
Yeah, and then just so we can have kind of a baseline.
Okay.
So the whole idea is to see, is there a difference between when the ball is in the air and when the ball is not in the air? I think you did it. a really good job. All the range of motion is still there. That's great. I know you know like what was happening, so I could see your eyes like the ball went that way, but you were like staring like over there, like obviously internally like concentrating. Okay, and now let's do one unhittable toss, one dummy toss. Execute the motion. Good, nice job, man. Good. One more shadow swing, and then go ahead and go for a hittable toss again. Really nice. Good, good, good. Nice job.
I could feel like some stretcher like.
Yeah. Let's take a look at that one. I think this is your best coordinated rep with the ball so far. And like the height and the rhythm and all that lined up, and you were in a pretty good contact point position.
Yeah, the ball is much closer to me than I'm used to.
That's a great position there at the bottom. Yeah, that was your overall best coordinated rep so far. Nice job. Nice job, man. Nice job. At this point, it's just a matter of coordinating all of it and just smoothing it out and making it work with your toss, keeping it fluid. The most important thing is you now feel the difference between what you were doing before and what we were trying to get you to. Yeah. That's really the biggest win.
Mm-hmm.
Down below waist height. Nice job. For me, I think there's two measurements. There's the tip of the racket, and then the other one I really like is the angle of the forearm. And so that's.
And what were you saying about like that angle to like this angle?
Oh, right. That was that was when you were initially demonstrating a racket drop. You achieved it by dropping your elbow together, by squeezing your arm together. Mm-hmm. And so I was just pointing out how Novak,
it's the right angle, but it's over.
It's from the shoulder dropping, not.
Because you're just turning your arm into a lever.
Yes, exactly. And this is the hinge point, is here, not here. I mean, you gained like easy 12 inches, maybe 18 inches on your racket drop.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Great. Well, thank you.
Yeah, nice job. Work in progress.
Yeah.
Like, we're not even worried about like making it yet. It's just all about becoming really familiar and aware of that path back behind you.